So, my first series of videos is going to be to show you how to make scrappy, not crappy, useful items from upcycling other materials. This first video is going to be how to get your materials. So the first couple projects here, we've got this big, colorful, fantastic rug. That's made out of scrap yarn that I have collected. The next one here is a rug that is made out of basically old bed sheets. You can make rugs out of pretty much any kind of fabric you run across. So I'll be teaching you about that. And this one here is a bag that I have made out of, yes, you guessed it, other bags. You can take grocery bags and make pretty much anything out of that as well. Bags and hats and rugs and all kinds of crap. This one is for shopping, but you can make something that's more sturdy for carrying just about anything. So the first segment is going to be how to get your materials for these projects. Alright, so here I have a whole bunch of junk that I would like to tear apart so that I can make other more useful things out of it. Anything that you find that you think you can salvage, I say go ahead and tear it apart. I'm all about demolition. So let's get going on some of this junk right here. So whenever anyone is ending a project with yarn, you'll always find this dumb looking little tail. Basically it's just a little knot. All you've got to do is pull that string back through the loop, and then that will release the stitches, and you can just pull this all apart. The easiest way to keep this stuff all tangle free is, as you are pulling, just wrap it up. I like to start wrapping around my fingers. When it starts to get a little tight, pull it off, wrap around the middle, and then from there you can just start wadding it up into a ball. Squish it as you go. Make a nice little ball here. And then we can combine all these little bits into a big gigantic ball of yarn. Through the magic of video editing, here is a whole bunch of balls of scrap yarn. Once you've got it to this point, you can start combining them. I like to put mine together by color. You can do whatever the heck you want. It's your deal. Okay, so now I am rolling my yarn up into these big balls, and when you're hooking them together, you don't really have to worry too much about the tails, because you can work those into your project. So all I do is take your two strands like this, do a little round the finger and through, just like so. Then once you've got it hooked on, just keep winding it around just like you did when you started your little ball. Okay, so again, through the magic of video editing, we have all of these wonderful gigantical balls of yarn that you can use for making rugs or blankets or hats or whatever it is that you are looking to build. Okay, so the next type of material we're going to make is going to be yarn that is basically made out of rags. Whatever type of fabric you have on hand, you can use. This one right here is a old shirt that I have been whittling away at. Just cut the seams out, and you're good to go. Basically, the goal here is going to be whatever fabric it is, we're just going to cut it into these long strips. Once you've got a few of those together, you can combine those and make one gigantic strip, and I'll show you how to put those together. Okay, so really all you need to stick these together, you don't need to know how to sew or anything like that. Just take your strip, fold it like so, sharp pair of scissors, just cut a little slit in the very end. And then you can, oops, sorry about that, stick them together. So take them end to end like this, put one through the slit on the other, and then put that same string through itself and pull it tight, so that will make like a little knot right here. Stick your strips together. Alright, so once you've got your string long enough, you can just wind that into a ball just like we did with our yarn earlier. Alright, so the last type of material that I will show you, which I made my grocery bag out of, is how to make these grocery bags into plastic yarn. So first thing you're going to want to do is take your grocery bag, fold it up into a nice long strip like this. It's going to make it a lot easier to cut. Get you a nice sharp pair of scissors and just start snipping. You want to make sure that you cut them into maybe 3/4 inch to an inch wide for this. Otherwise, if you make them too small, they're not going to be very sturdy. And once you get a few of those together, you can start combining those into a string. I've already got a ball started here, but if you unfold these little fellers, they are actually loops, and it's kind of like our rags that we did. We're gonna just take the one you're adding on, put it through the loop of the existing one, and then take your add-on loop and put it through itself to make a little knot. Just make sure when you're combining them that you are not pulling too tight, because at this point they're pretty flimsy, as anyone going to the grocery store and having their bag completely overfilled can attest to. Once you make a project out of them, though, they are actually surprisingly durable. They can hold quite a bit of weight. So just like we did before, once you get a nice string going, just wrap that up into a nice ball. And coming up in some later videos, I will show you how to make the very colorful yarn rug, the rag rug, and the grocery bag made out of existing grocery bags. So look for those in the future. Of course, I'm going to show you how to do the crochet part as well. That way you know what the heck you're doing in order to make the projects. So be looking for upcoming videos, and have fun.